There's Kayla. Where you at?
I'm here. If you can hear me.
Kayla, you be doing the most. Okay, I love the background, by the way. So I'm just gonna let you do the talking. So what attempt was this for you? Because clearly we're seeing a lot behind us.
So obviously, as everyone can see behind me, I did 4 fails, and I'm not shy to kind of, say it out loud, because obviously these failures are honestly what got me to where I am. Because honestly, I wouldn't have gotten to where I am if it weren't for these failures, and honestly, NCLEX High Yield, as everyone says. And honestly, I wouldn't have even gotten through anything if it wasn't because of my perseverance and resilience. Literally, those are the 2 words that I live by when it came to this test. As much as I hated this test, I reminded myself that those 2 words were what had to were the things that I had to remind myself to keep going. Yeah, literally.
I think it is those words, that perseverance, that resilience, that, hey, you know what, I'm here for a reason. And that reason is to pursue what I'm doing. And I think that's great because you never gave up. And so now we're on our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th attempt.
Yes, yeah.
What questions were you?
So I was all the way 145 and out, which I was happy about because I continue to remind myself, everyone wants 75 so that they're out. But for me, when I kept, obviously doing the 4 attempts, I always was like, I just want to get in, get out. But the more and more that I realized, I was like, I want to get more questions. And it's crazy too to think that I wanted more SATAs than just regular multiple choice, because of the fact that you guys taught us how to answer SATAs so well that I was like,
pushes you up.
Yeah, it pushes you up. So I was like, okay, I have to master all these select all applies. And as I was doing that with my studies, I was doing so well on those ones that I was like, okay, on the NCLEX, give me more questions and give me more SATAs, because I feel more comfortable with select all that apply than I ever thought I would.
So everyone that's in here, especially for those that are first timers, the one thing that I do, or I started doing as of late, is I started showing you how to break down questions. And when you look at a SATA and you're like, oh, really? It's not that complicated, right?
Yeah.
So now you're like, give it to me. I'm okay with it. The one thing I used to get that most people were afraid of, now you're most confident in. So now, there's Kayla, you've made so many amazing videos and TikToks and all that good stuff. What is your advice for people on the other side?
My advice, honestly, the thing that changed my attempt from the previous attempts was really my mindset. You can do all of the studying, get all the content, all the resources, and do the Q banks as much as you can. But the biggest thing that changed this time was having such a clear mind that I wasn't thinking about anything else but this test. And I deleted all my social media. I was on Instagram, TikTok. I really isolated everyone out of my life, which was selfish, but it was selfish for myself to kind of get me where I needed to be. And the biggest thing too was I invested in noise canceling headphones, because I'm always in my head a lot. And for some reason, using noise canceling headphones just kind of kept me in the zone. So anything that you could do to kind of clear your mind, really take care of yourself and mental health, honestly impacted this attempt, which got me to the other side. So
there we go. From 2020 to 2022, we are here. Now, and now I can only imagine how much you've invested in other programs and other things. And again, I've never speak ill of any other program, because everyone has their own cup of tea. But if it took this long, and it took me, longer than that, how quickly do you think you're gonna make this money back?
Oh, honestly, probably the first week that I work. Any job that I get, I mean, nursing is just in such high demand, and I'm grateful to be in the field that I'm in. And so I know that my hard work is gonna be rewarded literally like that.
Yeah, and I think that's a big deal. So okay, now I'm gonna put something out there. This is so if you want to know how real I am, all right. So if you want to know the way this company is as real as they get, and the ambition is to produce the best nurses possible. You've been with us, but when you were with us, have you passed the first time around, or did you actually fail with us?
I actually did fail with you guys. So I took your course January, February of this year. And I even took the weekends because I was like, oh, I'm gonna have time to study during the week and like work and all that stuff. But even then, I still kind of I didn't put my like full potential into my studying to pass that time.
And look, so not everyone, and it's again, and I loved somebody's comment, and I apologize that I didn't see who it was, but the transparency is always going to be there. If I'm an honest individual, I'm going to be transparent about everything, right? And the transparency is that, yeah, are there going to be people that fail? Yeah, of course. But what's the one thing that we do not do? We do not give up. We're with you till you pass. So yeah, are there, and it doesn't just come down to the fact that, hey, you know what, I didn't pass with them because they didn't have the right resources. Maybe things came up in life. But I'm not going to give up on you, because I've been in programs where they really gave me all the tools to pass, but I didn't have it. I didn't, it wasn't in my stars at that moment to pass. And guess what? But we're not leaving you. And we never did. And guess where you are right now?
Yeah, I'm a firm believer that everyone has their own timeline, and God is going to put you where you need to be at a certain time. So a lot of the times I'm just like, I was a decent student. Why didn't I pass the first time? But I think all of the fails that, you see behind me, I think all of those fails were necessary for me to realize, my strengths, my weaknesses, and all the lessons that I needed to learn to take me to my next chapter, which is, finally being our end.
Well, congrats, Miss Kayla. We're so appreciative of you. Again, a true testament to never giving up, perseverance, and resilience. We're with you till you pass, and we are so proud of you. And I love that background, because that defines who we are, and makes us appreciate what we've accomplished. So I love it.
Yes.
Take care. We'll talk to you soon.